Krampus content here, y'all, aka GBJ, aka J Legend, aka the best in the business. I'm here talking about the projection of Jalen Carter contract, and he's projected right now to get 40 million right now. By the time his contract come up for next year, when he's actually able to sign the extension, most likely it'd be 45 to 50 million a year. And I don't think he getting a fully guaranteed contract, but I believe he at least get 3 years guaranteed, and get void years, and they probably put that 5th year option with it. But that's still a year from now. But that's the story right now, and how much Jalen Carter's contract would be. But we still got another year, and they freed up Cat Goddard. He in his last year his deal, so they get him off the books. People talking about maybe giving Reed Blankenship and did another deal, but I don't see them giving Reed Blankenship no $10 million. I think they move off of him before they do that. I think they hire on Makuba, the second round pick out of I think he's out of Clemson. But yeah, that Jalen Carter contract is gonna be a monster. It's gonna be a monster contract. Yeah, but the Eagles still got another year for the Jalen Carter contract, and yeah, but yeah, Eagles got a long way to. A long way. They at least got another year for a Jalen Carter contract, and you got like I said, Reed Blankenship. Man, gotta his contract gonna be over after this year. There's a few people that's lined up for extensions. Nolan Smith, you still gotta pay Nolan Smith. So they can't pay everybody. They're gonna mostly we most likely gonna have to let certain people go. let certain people walk. Like they gonna have to, they might have to let Reed. They definitely let Goddard walk. I don't see them repaying Goddard. They still gotta play Carter. Now Goddard have maybe a monster season. Yeah, he have a monster season. I believe they might pay him maybe a 2 year deal. But outside of that, I see they let him walk. They still got to play Nolan Smith. They got to pay some of the other. They got to pay Cunha and Cooper Jazine pretty soon in the next few years, like in the next 2 years. So yeah, they got to pay a lot of people. They already paid Cam Jurgens this year. It's just a lot of people they gonna have to either pay or they gonna have to let them walk. Yeah, but yeah, the Eagles they got a lot of decisions to make, and they still got 25 million under the cap. So yeah, they got some key decisions, but I believe Nolan Smith gonna have a breakout year. He's definitely gonna have a definitely breakout year. But the Jalen Carter, yeah, he's gonna get a big deal. Well, right now it said they said he's estimated to get maybe 40 million. They got 4 year deal worth 40 million a year. But by the time they get to his contract, it's gonna be higher than that. Yeah, it's gonna be higher than that. And and what people gotta realize is the Philadelphia Eagles is they built for the long haul. They've been building through the draft. They got like they got a lot of draft picks next year. I think they got like about 15 draft picks next year. A lot of fifth rounders. I think they got like five fifth rounders. They got a second. They got a few third round picks. So they got a lot of equity in the draft. I think they need another tight end to replace Goddard. Get cheaper at tight end. So they ain't got to. That's less money they have to pay. Cause they still got to pay Nolan Smith. They got to allocate some of that money into the defense line. They gonna have to pay Nolan Smith, and they gonna have to pay Jalen Carter. And I believe Nolan Smith gonna be a 10 sack guy this year. Then eventually you might have to pay Jalen Hunt. But you got people that they want to make all these moves for all these other ash rushers. They trying to get that ash. They want people to. You had people that's that's in the media wanted them to get the player from Jacksonville. I was like, they not trying to sign him to a long term deal. They would have to pay like 15-20 million, and they got a contract right now. We still got to pay Nolan Smith. No, we're not doing that. We gotta still pay our own guys. You gotta see who we got. Yeah, you gotta see what you got. I think if Jalen Hunt had like an 8 sack season, I think that's a good season for Jalen Hunt. Yeah, I think that'd be a good season for him. Yeah, I think that'd be a good season for him. But we just gotta see how things go, and we still gearing up for training camp in another month. And then you got the haters that talking about, yeah, we might not be a 10-win team. That's like, dude, we gonna win at least win 13 to 14 games. Either it's a hard schedule, but we should dominate the regular season. 'Cause I believe we gonna start fast and finish strong. And most of our young guys is core guys, so they know the defense. It's not like we we had to learn how to play big Fangio scheme. You got most of our core guys is in the same system as they was last year. They know Fangio scheme. Plus a few additional young players. Man, and that's basically what it comes down to. You got your edge rushers that step up. I believe I'm straight with the edge rushers we got. I don't think we really need to add nobody. You had Xander from Jake Reed's West. He's not really confident in our edge rusher, but I am. Either we are banking on APR to be our third edge rusher. Now Zari, he could he could step up as a third edge rusher. We don't usually start rookies. But I'm confident in Nolan Smith. We just gotta see Jalen's Hunt step up. Yeah. But I'm confident in Nolan Smith. But this is the Crown Prince of Com team signing out. Don't forget to click to the channel. And hold up. I forgot the this is the Crown Prince of Com team. Don't forget to click and subscribe to the channel. Peace out.